It's the she Sherlock of human functioning, she Einstein of consciousness, she Chappelle, hashtag stand up philosophy. Look, I'm Zenzi, there's Zanzi. Our autism is just deflating. We are both hashtag autistic AF. If you don't think about your functioning in terms of your spirit animal or your mammalian ancestors, whether you trend, this way or that way, I'm polar bear, you might be giraffe. I might be giraffe. That's the interesting part. How'd I become the Trojan giraffe whiteness? Well, I've diagnosed Homo sapiens sapiens first neurodemic. The globe's original consulting philosopher of bioelectromagnetism, which is comprised of a theory of consciousness, theories of physiological plasticity, last weekend, like 7 days ago, she don't rest. 7 days ago, Saturday afternoon, I'm making BFFs with 2 esteemed internationally renowned autism clinicians. Couple hundred kids on cannabis, very interested in the tuning forks. I'm thinking, I've got it. I don't have an expert who I can go to give me, she's for real, give her enough space, fund her, and explain all this, figure out the most optimal way, but it's concentric. And explain it this way, then explain it this way, and explain it this way, then explain it this way, then explain it. You're operating under faulty, flawed, and fraudulent paradigms of thinking. You've been given shortcuts in your education that lead you to wrong conclusions about consciousness, about how you think and how you move, how you can be who you are in this world, what's making you ill, what's causing you so much pain. The guy with the white coat does not know. I'm not bad-mouthing doctors. As I said, a couple just saved my life 7 days ago. She don't rest. This is about me standing up to the Western thought tradition and saying, the fact that you're all missing wise feminine, life-centric, my proprietary brand of thinking, the fact that y'all missing wise feminine life-centric thinking is the cause of every single one of our global chaos. Global warming, we're doing it, and we don't need to stop right now. We don't have the thinking capacity to deal with global warming. Because we have an ever-escalating burden of chronic disease and mental illness. It's all we're done. Biochemistry is flat out not able to proceed as fast as the human body's going into disarray and dysfunction and de-evolution, causing our own de-evolution. No wonder we'll self-extinct the species in approximately 30 years. It's going to happen. You want to fix it, you need to let me talk about cannabis, tuning forks, an ecstatic trance dance, 5 rhythms, the 5 fourths, 5th force, not the 5th element, the 5th force, but Holler Luke bass song. Or Bruce Willis's People. I can unaphasia Bruce. I guarantee I am the 5th element in that respect. I'm a fan of the 5th element who's become the fifth force. Chris Tucker. See my Carnegie one where I introduce the Shakti to the Shiva of Ruby Rod is Ruby Curl. Get me and Chris Tucker on a stage. Corbin. Lilu Dallas. Multipass. Anyway. So I was saying I didn't get the movement person. It's awful self-evident. If we are not keeping up with our physiologically, we're constraining any mental plasticity that could occur. The body has to be in a certain state of comfort, ease, and safety for you to start accessing all your good bits, to start performing on demand. Improv. Hashtag Socratic Improv, I'm the founder of. I'm a founder of a lot of things. A lot of things. Need some real powerful people to be listening to me. Here's my Einstein shot. Now see the men. PS, PB of PC. Pale skin penis brigade of plantation capitalism. Y'all days is numbered. No, it's feminine coming. Zeta species from self-extincting in approximately 30 years. I see y'all moon shots, your Mars shots. I'm doing a Milky Way shot courtesy of Uncle Albie. You see Einstein of consciousness. Look at your body. It'll tell you why your mind's all skedaddled. You break out into Jim Carrey for a tune. This is the plasticity. You ain't got it if you're not expressing it. There's no plasticity if you're not using your body brain biosphere in a way that you're having fun. You get to be having fun. You know, the people who are generally, often, just natively charming, they get this. They're living in a fundamentally different reality than those of us who are constantly melancholy, those of us who are constantly scared we're going to die. We can see the chessboard. We're like 7 moves away from extinction. Anyone who has a chronic disease is living in that state. We can't respond to things the way other people respond to them. And autism is what happens when kids they're being forced into a constantly on schedule and smelling all these things, having all of these sensory overloads and whelms, and they're fritzing out. We're fritzing out our own kids. And what that's telling you is how much of a zombie each and every one of us are, and collectively, we're even more zombified. We're not doing anything about we don't know how to think. We do not have the mental fitness in the U.S. of hypocrisy. I speak just for this country right now. I want out. BCB, I keep telling you, I want to find it. Hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy Institute to make clear, creative, anti-racist, which is life-centric thinking, about human energy, potential well-being, that's body, mind, and soul, integrated human functioning. It should be a necessary global public good. Let's found that institute in Jamaica. And I'm going at this very Bob Marley-like. How to involve the world? Entertainment. unite us at the music level, at the performing being human with my subconscious out loud. There is nothing I can say that I cannot explain. There is nothing I can do that I can't explain. I'm tired of human functioning together. You don't know why this is happening, why that is happening, why you're like this, why you can't stop eating gluten when you keep saying, I'm going to stop eating gluten. Well, first of all, it's addictive. Your gut bugs, there's some non-beneficial gut bugs hanging around. It's the wrong crowd. Gluten be feeding the wrong crowd. The ones that are smarter than us. Your gut bugs are driving what you eat. You cannot be, I'm not craving that. If you got a gut bug population being like, that's our John, we need all that. Whatever comes along. Baked goods. We done been baking bad. With decades of genetically engineered, modified, believing we know better than nature. We discovered this one thing and we're going to optimize this one thing. There won't be any unintended consequences. This is not a whole organism. The wheat is not a complex bit of life on planet Earth. It's just something we can fuck around with. Plants of Consciousness, Planta Sapiens book. There's a minimal intelligence lab in Spain. I'm sorry, my friend. I keep forgetting your name. I can't spend time right now trying to pitch you. I can't have you popping up. We'll get in touch. I've got the hypotheses that lead to testable experiments to prove the plants is consciousness. Pay attention here, because this pine tree might have some. This might be. I'm on top of the vibration. Might be having to come up through the roots, up through to hello. Can I get a fist pound on the roof? Twice I asked. Nope. Vines are leaving me hanging. Production value. AF. I'm living in the Taj Mahal of homelessness. And I mean that in so many dimensions. Would somebody please find the time to connect all my dots? I have, consciously and mindfully, come back and forth from an outer state of consciousness that is like channeling human functioning. It's like me and my subconscious can really talk out loud, and my subconscious is always right. There's lots of things I don't know about stuff I do, but when it comes to human functioning, you can't stop me. I can make things better for you, like personalized medicine. You need no gene tests. Read the energy. Read the posture. So back to the ecstatic trance dance. I'm looking around at all y'all. There is a fascidemic. not sure that's the first time. I'm trying to explain that humans in the U.S. of hypocrisy, our fascia is diseased. Nobody's paying attention to it. Everything that we think we're doing and all these separate diagnoses, it's all mediated through the fascia. The connective tissue is how the intelligence of the body's not just there's a lot of spooky action at a distance. Okay, this is what I need my peeps for. I need my Synchrony Symposium peeps for. I do not know if I start talking about the biofield up front, no, it's gonna, like 5 people could be able to keep up with me. Or just focus on mind, body first. But it's hard on me because I want to go back into, not how things work, human body. And I have to be on point with how human body works if I want to stay alive. I am going to die this winter of malnutrition, bringing on a state of autism, of sensory overwhelm that will create a heart attack or stroke. Now look, I'm not allowed to say shit like that, but my new BFF, David Feigenbaum, sorry, not Freudian slip, Jungian twist. I just mess up now, kind of on sort of unintended purpose. That's when your brain is optimized, you can be doing things unintended on purpose. Get your own attention. Like, we got something to say here. We got something to say here. David Feigenbaum. We've been through parallel identical situations. There's a complexity there. There's places where we have been through identical situations, but mostly, and nobody would see it if I don't have the ability to get to you directly and have references from a Silomar. I would not be able to stay alive. You saved my life by existing so far. I just need a little help. I really do very quickly. I need to have a conversation with you and with Dr. Oberman about the biofield, about the which, how do I am theorized that we are currently in the whiteness thought tradition only using 2/5 of human functioning. The remaining 3/5 is my wheelhouse, and I'm good at all of them. But even doing one of the remaining, bioelectricity is like a frontier. But is it going to be a tsunami? I got to get out in front of it. For biomagnetism, there's a book I was reading about Tesla's life, Nikola, and I am the Nikola Tesla of human energy, which constrains your potential. You've got to have enough energy to, and self-sabotage is, your body's like, yeah, well, wait, whoa, we don't have enough nutrition. We're not getting enough rest. We don't trust these people around us. We don't know what they're talking about. I can think in all 3 dimensions of the missing forces of human functioning. we're operating on biomechanical and biochemical dimensions only up until now. We need to very quickly and very astutely get the intelligence of the entire species aligned about bioelectricity, biomagnetism, and bioelectromagnetism, the fifth force. It's consciousness. Why am I nicknaming myself the fifth force? Is me constantly demonstrating these very optimized altered states of consciousness and having nobody be able to handle the power. Am I philosophizing? I'm trying real hard to make something very complex, your best life, very simple, so that you could just turn the dial and be exactly who you are. I'm gonna do a time check, which breaks my glasses. Broken glass. Yeah, broken glass. Look at, just again, you all gotta see the degree of difficulty I'm operating with here. The mind? Leaping tall buildings in a single bound. Understanding 200,000 years of human functioning. I gotta stay on stage and demand that we all understand we are all African ancestrally. There's nothing more important than the axiom that we are all African ancestrally. This is how we greet each other. This is how we acknowledge each other. This is how we do not become prejudiced against each other for any number of tiny, small, superficial differences. We've got to stop that. We got to understand it to stop it. I'm a Pippin who's found a Jordan. This is. We're celebrating that my Einstein moment is predicting and diagnosing the neurodemic that is caused by dysfunctions and disease and flat out absolute derangement of brain and body cohesion and coherence. It's the fascia, y'all. Keep it simple. It's the fascia. It's been a Jordan. Holla, hominy.